Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program, where we dive into the latest happenings with a touch of lightness. Today, we're unpacking a trio of intriguing stories that have caught our eye. First off, ByteDance is drawing a line in the sand with TikTok in the US, preferring a shutdown over a forced sale. It's a bold stance that underscores the app's integral role in ByteDance's empire and their readiness to protect its algorithms at all costs. Moving on, the diplomatic dance floor is heating up as US-China relations face new strains. During a recent meeting, frictions over various issues, including TikTok and Taiwan, were evident, with both sides seemingly miles apart on resolving their differences. Lastly, we're zooming over to Thailand, where ByteDance, a cryptocurrency exchange, is eyeing an ambitious expansion across ASEAN countries post their 2025 IPO. Their vision? To revolutionize remittances and digital transactions in developing nations. So, buckle up as we delve into these stories, and please stay tuned for more detailed content. In the ever-evolving digital landscape, the tension between global tech giants and national governments continues to escalate, highlighting the complex interplay of technology, politics, and international relations. ByteDance, the Chinese owner of the wildly popular app TikTok, has found itself at the heart of such a controversy. According to the Japan Times, ByteDance has expressed a preference to shut down TikTok in the US rather than sell it, should it exhaust all legal avenues to contest legislation aiming to ban the platform from US app stores. This bold stance underscores the value ByteDance places on TikTok's algorithms, deemed crucial to its operations and, by extension, non-negotiable. Despite TikTok's immense popularity, it represents just a fraction of ByteDance's overall revenue and daily active users, making the potential shutdown a calculated risk rather than a devastating blow to the company's bottom line. This development is emblematic of the broader tensions that have been simmering between the US and China. During a meeting in Beijing, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi touched upon these strains. As reported by Nikkei Asia, Blinken highlighted the imperative to avoid miscalculations that could exacerbate U.S.-China relations. In contrast, Wang Yi cautioned against the negative trajectory of bilateral ties, noting that any descent into conflict would be detrimental to both nations. The discussions, which also covered contentious issues such as China's support for Russia's war effort in Ukraine, U.S. concerns over Chinese industrial overcapacity, the potential TikTok ban, and military aid to Taiwan, underscored the deep-seated divisions and the elusive nature of any immediate resolution. Amidst these geopolitical tensions, the technology and financial sectors continue to forge ahead, seeking growth and expansion in the dynamic ASEAN region. Thai cryptocurrency exchange ByteDance, as Nikkei Asia reports, is setting its sights on Southeast Asia's emerging markets, including Cambodia, Vietnam, and Laos, with plans for an initial public offering, IPO, by the end of 2025. ByteDance's ambition is to tap into the burgeoning digital economies of these nations, leveraging cryptocurrency for remittances by migrant workers and digital nomads. With a daily trading volume of $44.5 million, the company aims to position itself as a bellwether for Thailand's digital economy, even contemplating dual listings in Hong Kong or the US. This strategic expansion reflects the growing importance of cryptocurrency and digital finance in Southeast Asia, offering a glimpse into the future of regional economic integration and innovation. These developments, taken together, paint a vivid picture of the challenges and opportunities at the intersection of technology, diplomacy, and global finance. From ByteDance's steadfast defense of its prized algorithms to the delicate dance of US-China diplomacy and ByteDance's ambitious ASEAN expansion, the narrative is one of confrontation and ambition, underscoring the multifaceted nature of our globalized world. As technology continues to reshape international relations and economic landscapes, the stories of ByteDance, US-China ties, and ByteDance's expansion serve as compelling chapters in the broader saga of the 21st century's digital revolution. In the vibrant city of Hong Kong, where the hustle and bustle never seem to cease, residents recently found themselves waking up to a rather tumultuous morning. The South China Morning Post reported an intense thunderstorm sweeping through the city, complete with heavy rain, hail, and strong winds that left the city grappling with the forces of nature. The Hong Kong Observatory didn't hesitate to issue an amber rainstorm warning, signaling that the heavens were unleashing more than 30 millimeters of rain within an hour, with the looming threat of flooding in low-lying areas. The occurrence of hail, a relatively rare event happening about once every 1 or 2 years in Hong Kong, added an extra layer of surprise to the day. While the weather briefly showed signs of improvement on Monday, the forecast hinted at more unsettled conditions in the days to follow, keeping the city on its toes. Amidst the natural chaos, another storm brews within the city's education sector, albeit of a different nature. The South China Morning Post delved into the concerns raised by Jeremy Rapley, a professor at the University of Hong Kong, regarding the superficial embrace of artificial intelligence, AI, in education. Rapley criticizes the sector's failure to fully engage with the transformative potential of AI, pointing out a lack of consideration for how AI systems must be tailored to fit the unique pedagogical, psychological, and cultural contexts of Hong Kong's education system. He warns that Hong Kong is falling behind its counterparts, like Beijing and Singapore, in the discourse on AI in education. The city faces the risk of becoming regionally sidelined and technologically obsolete if it doesn't deepen its engagement with AI, a tool that has the potential to revolutionize how students learn and how teachers teach. Another pressing concern highlighted by the South China Morning Post is the prolonged flu season that Hong Kong may face due to low herd immunity. Experts have raised alarms following the tragic death of a 6-year-old girl, attributing the extended flu season to the city's low vaccination rates. This poor herd immunity has allowed a different strain of the flu virus to dominate, shifting from influenza A subtype H3 to subtype H1. This shift suggests that the flu season could outlast the average duration of 8 to 12 weeks. Medical professionals emphasize the need for an overall vaccination rate of 70 to 80% to build an immunity barrier that can prevent infections from alternating viruses, highlighting the critical role vaccinations play in public health. These stories, ranging from the fury of nature's elements to the challenges in education and health, paint a picture of a city at a crossroads. Hong Kong, known for its resilience and dynamic spirit, faces the task of navigating through these storms, both literal and metaphorical. Whether it's adapting to the unpredictability of weather patterns, reimagining the role of AI in education, or bolstering its public health defenses against flu viruses, the city's response to these challenges will undoubtedly shape its path forward. As the community grapples with these issues, the underlying message is clear: adaptation, innovation, and collective action are key to weathering the storms that lie ahead. In a surprising twist of events, the head of Mexico's detective service, Felipe de Jesus Gallo, found himself in hot water after making a bold statement that labeled Mexico as the champion of fentanyl and methamphetamine production. This comment, made at a conference in Mexico City, stirred quite the controversy, especially since it seemed to clash with President Andrés Manuel López Obrador's previous assertions. López Obrador has firmly denied any production of fentanyl within the country's borders. The Toronto Star reports that Gallo's remarks did not sit well with many, prompting an immediate apology from the head of Mexico's Criminal Investigation Agency. The agency referred to a report by the Associated Press, acknowledging that Gallo had chosen an inadequate word to describe the situation. The issue at hand is far from trivial. Mexico's struggle with the production and exportation of synthetic drugs, like fentanyl and methamphetamine, is a significant challenge. It's a battle that has seen the country's Navy seizing over 45 tons of methamphetamine in what was described as the largest drug lab discovered during the current administration, as highlighted by the Toronto Star. This industrial-scale production of synthetic drugs poses a massive problem, not just for Mexico but for the global fight against drug trafficking and abuse. On a different note, the South China Morning Post brings us an inspiring story from Hong Kong, where long jumper Tiffany Yu Na-yen is making waves with her ambitious goal. Yu aims to be the first woman to represent Hong Kong in the long jump at the Olympics. However, her path to the Paris Games is fraught with challenges. Currently ranked 43rd in the world, she needs to climb into the top 32 to secure her spot in the Olympics. To achieve this, you must match her personal best of 6.50 meters at least 3 times in the upcoming weeks. Her determination is palpable as she prepares to compete in the Hong Kong Athletics Championships and then move on to tournaments in Europe. If she succeeds in leaping 6.50 meters or more 3 times, she will make history for Hong Kong and secure her place at the Olympics. Both stories, though vastly different in context, share a common theme of challenge and ambition. In Mexico, the issue of synthetic drug production and trafficking represents a significant challenge that the country continues to grapple with, despite the controversial comments and the subsequent apology by one of its top detectives. On the other hand, Tiffany Yu's ambitious journey towards the Olympics is a testament to personal determination and the pursuit of excellence. Whether it's battling the scourge of drug production or leaping towards Olympic dreams, these narratives remind us of the complexities and aspirations that define our global landscape. In the heart of Chinese culture and history, the tale of Wu Sangui stands as a stark reminder of betrayal, a theme that resonates through the ages and finds its echoes in modern narratives and discussions. The South China Morning Post delves into the complex legacy of Wu Sangui, a military leader whose decision to allow the Manchu army to invade China in the 17th century has branded him as one of Chinese history's most notorious traitors. For nearly 400 years, Wu's name has been synonymous with betrayal, a label that prompts reflection on the nature of loyalty and the criteria by which traitors are judged. The article raises intriguing questions about the selective vilification of individuals like Wu, considering the myriad others who also served under the Manchu rulers. This contemplation extends to the modern era, pondering whether Chinese individuals who served in the British colonial government in Hong Kong might also be viewed through the lens of treachery. This exploration into the concept of betrayal highlights the nuanced perspectives within Chinese culture, challenging readers to consider the complexities of historical narratives and the factors that influence the legacy of figures like Wu Sangui. Amidst this contemplation of history and betrayal, a significant shift in global finance illuminates another facet of China's evolving narrative. The South China Morning Post reports a notable change in sentiment among global fund managers, who, according to HSBC, are building significant exposure to Chinese stocks. This pivot comes after a record exodus, signaling a renewed confidence in China's $9 trillion stock market. The return of foreign investors is attributed to the Chinese government's efforts to reform the market and enhance shareholder returns, showcasing China's resilience and adaptability in the face of economic challenges. This revival of interest in Chinese equities reflects a broader sentiment shift, underscoring the dynamic nature of global finance and the pivotal role of China within it. In the vibrant city of Hong Kong, the allure of design and ambience in bars and restaurants speaks to a different aspect of cultural and economic recovery. The South China Morning Post highlights how establishments are captivating customers with more than just drinks, they're offering immersive experiences that resonate with themes of history, art, and fantasy. From the Art Deco vibes and jazz themes of Ella, a lounge-style bar that pays homage to the legendary Ella Fitzgerald, to the clandestine allure of speakeasy venues like 001 and the futuristic, dystopian setting of Artifact, Hong Kong's nightlife scene is thriving on creativity and innovation. These venues, with their unique designs and thematic references, are not just places to enjoy a drink, they're sanctuaries that transport patrons to another time and place, fostering intimate connections and unforgettable experiences. Through these diverse narratives, from the historical reflections on betrayal and loyalty to the revitalization of financial interest in Chinese stocks and the imaginative allure of Hong Kong's bar scene, a rich tapestry of Chinese culture and resilience emerges. each story, whether rooted in the past, present, or future, reveals the multifaceted nature of China's impact on the world stage, highlighting the country's enduring legacy, its adaptability in the face of change, and its capacity to inspire through innovation and design. Together, these narratives paint a picture of a society that is constantly evolving, yet deeply connected to its historical roots, showcasing the dynamic interplay between tradition and modernity in the heart of China and its global influence. In a world where billionaires often dictate the future landscapes of our cities, Stephen Ross, the visionary behind the related companies, has set his sights on transforming West Palm Beach, South Florida, into a beacon of community and finance. According to Bloomberg, Ross, who relocated to Florida during the pandemic, is not just dreaming big but investing big. With plans to erect new towers, introduce healthcare facilities, schools, and even a Vanderbilt graduate campus, Ross is on a mission to mold West Palm Beach into a model city for the entire country. His efforts come at a time when South Florida is experiencing an unprecedented boom, attracting tech giants and financial moguls like Ken Griffin. With an estimated fortune of $13.9 billion, Ross's ambitious projects, including a 20-story convention center hotel, are a testament to his belief in the potential of South Florida. It's a bold move that underscores the shifting dynamics of urban development and the allure of South Florida as a burgeoning hub for innovation and growth. Meanwhile, halfway across the globe, Apple is making strategic moves of its own, as reported by Nikkei Asia. Despite the ongoing discourse around supply chain diversification, Apple is deepening its roots in China, increasing its reliance on Chinese suppliers and manufacturing sites. With the number of Chinese suppliers climbing to 52 in 2023, and manufacturing facilities in the country reaching 286, Apple's strategy seems to be a balancing act between politics and business. While the tech giant is expanding its production footprint in Southeast Asia and India, the presence of Chinese and Hong Kong suppliers in these regions remains significant. This strategic positioning by Apple highlights the complexities of global supply chains and the company's efforts to navigate the geopolitical landscape while ensuring its business thrives. On a lighter note, the Sydney Morning Herald offers a delightful comparison between Asia and Europe as holiday destinations, sparking a conversation that many travelers find themselves pondering. The article meticulously compares the two continents across various categories, from natural wonders to food and wine, man-made wonders, hotels and resorts, transport, wellness, and shopping. Asia emerges as the victor in most categories, boasting unparalleled natural landscapes, exquisite beaches, a diverse culinary scene, and some of the world's most awe-inspiring man-made wonders. Its hotels are celebrated for their exceptional service, and the continent offers a myriad of shopping and wellness opportunities. Europe, with its rich history, diverse cuisine, iconic landmarks, and old-school elegant hotels, wins the transport category thanks to its extensive public transport system. However, the verdict leans towards Asia, not only for its tangible offerings, but also for its accessibility and more forgiving time zone for travelers. These narratives, spanning from the ambitious urban development projects of a billionaire in South Florida, Apple's strategic maneuvers in the global supply chain, to the endless debate between Asia and Europe as holiday destinations, paint a vivid picture of a world in motion. Whether it's through the lens of urban transformation, business strategy, or leisure travel, each story offers a unique perspective on how individuals and corporations are shaping our world in profound and sometimes unexpected ways. As we navigate these changes, one thing remains clear: the world is rich with opportunities for growth, discovery, and transformation, driven by visionaries, strategic decisions, and the simple human desire to explore and experience the beauty of our planet. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. we encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.